Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Imagine Rio. To be honest, for my first video, I had no idea what I wanted to make. But then I saw Sam's Club had this for $190 on their website and readily available for shipping. And you know, considering the whole controversy that this thing had when it came out at $400, all of the people saying that it was gonna go up in price, and then it started going down and going down. I figured for $190, and you get base set cards and 3 actual playable decks and a very nice like assortment of TCG accessories. I figured why not? Let's pick it up. And this is also me getting back into the Pokémon TCG after a while. I've always collected it on and off throughout the years. I've always played the games. Always play the games on release, every single generation. But with the TCG, has always been a weirder relationship. As a kid, I always had Pokemon cards, but no one in my friend group knew how to play the game. So we just traded and whatnot. But now, as an adult, I do know how to play the game. And I decided to, you know, let's check this thing out. Maybe get a blast from the past with OG, well not OG, but reprint base set cards. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I do need a knife here, so let me go get that real quick. All right, so we have the knife. Let's see. I've seen a lot of mixed reactions on this box. A lot of people just buy it to grade it and send it out to sell. I intend to actually keep this, maybe play a little bit with some of the decks. I have a few friends that know about how to play the Pokemon TCG, and then maybe after a few months of usage, just put them in my binder. I feel like the foiling in these cards is going to be very, very nice. I still haven't seen any of them personally in person, and I am destroying this box. But you know what? That's okay, because I am not going to resell this. Alright, how do we open this? There we go. Okay. Let's put this out to the side. Presentation. Again, a lot of people had lots of different things to say about it. I like it. It's all black and sleek. I know a lot of people wanted more colors, more Pokemon designs and whatnot. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is the playmat, and these are the decks. So just put this aside for a moment. And let's get to these decks, which is the main reason why you will want to get this. And it's the other way around. All right. Now, the one thing that I do not like about this product is that the cards are not tournament legal. Not that I will ever play in a tournament with these cards, but just as a principle, I like for all cards to be legal where possible, just not an arbitrary designation as, oh, this one specifically is not legal for X reason. I hope that makes any sense. Again, this is my first time doing one of these unboxing videos, and you know, you learn as you go. Now, one thing that I was really excited about is that it does include sleeves, and for what I saw, these are not like the regular ones that come in ETB boxes, well, Elite Trainer boxes. These actually have a clear front, which for me, it's a very big deal. At least my gold standard for TCG sleeves is Dragon Shield. All of my Commander decks are sleeved up in Dragon Shield mats or dual mats, as well as a couple of Pokemon TCG decks that I do have. So anything that gets close to the matte back and the clear front to show off, you know, the really nice foiling is a plus in my book. So yeah, just gonna put aside the decks for now. Let's open this and see. Okay, let me figure this out. Ah, gotcha. So it's a box. Oh wow, that is a very nice material. I was not expecting it to be that, but that is very, very nice. I hope that's on frame. Oh yeah, this presentation is really, really nice. Now for the quality of the deck boxes, I am kind of picky when it comes to the boxes quality. I have GameGenic for most of my stuff. I feel like they're very good quality. I've had throughout the years Ultimate Guard, Dragon Shield, but I feel like GameGenic is the one that struck a chord with me at least. And these are very nice. Good magnets. Very nice build quality. This is likely not real leather. It's more probably like a leatherette. Oh, it has a texture on it. This is very nice. Very, very nice. And this is the TCG accessories that I will for sure use, because like I said, I do have some Pokemon TCG decks, mainly Gardevoir. Miraidon is not that really usable at this point, or maybe he is, maybe I'm wrong, who knows, but I really like playing Gardevoir. It's a very fun deck. Take that out. I always found it weird, this little thing of heads or tails. It's just spinning balls into this little hole. It's very funny, but that was a fail. Yeah. Very nice. Poison counters, damage counters. These are, wow, these are actually much better quality than I thought they were going to be. And damage counters. Huh. These are actually have a heft to it. They're not like 100% cheap, lightweight plastic. And the box is very, very nice. I am impressed. This is actually very, very nice quality. But the nicer part, and the main part, is the decks. Now, I don't like Charizard, so we're gonna do that one last. Blastoise has always been my favorite. I don't hate Charizard, I just think he's overrated and overhyped and has overproduced products. So, yeah. Alright, I had to do a camera adjustment and just still figuring all of this out. I figured that for the decks it would be a little nicer to have them up close, and I also have some bit of light to show off that foiling a lot better. Again, keep in mind, this is my first time seeing these cards in person. And wow, that looks fantastic. Now the energy, I was really excited to get, because these ones you can play in normal Pokemon decks. And this foiling pattern is absolutely amazing. Wow. This thing just might be worth it for these energies alone. A little silly to say, but that's how nice they are. Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite energies, the Psychic energy. Yeah, that is nice. That is very nice. I have seen the Japanese version of these. Sadly, they are a lot nicer with the foil Cosmo, or whatever it's called, frame also on the card. They do pop a little bit more. They have a lot more contrast. But you know what? It is what it is. I still feel like what we got was very, very nice. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. Base set Mewtwo reprint. I think that's base set. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. But this is very nice. This is a very, very nice foiling. And I did see some complaints about the card quality. Someone said that they felt lighter and like flimsier than normal cards. I am honestly not feeling that. It might be a quality control issue since it's been think like almost a year and a half since this came out. Maybe they got that sorted out. I do not know. Wow. I actually never got to open when I was a kid. You know, base set or old vintage Pokemon cards. So this is really nice to get to open this and see them in person. And this is, wow, this is very, very nice. I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record when I keep saying that this is nice, but man, it's nice. Here we go. This was, like I said, I never opened cards, vintage cards when I was a kid, but I did have. And this one was always one of my favorites. It didn't have the foiling, but it was the card itself. I just like the art. I didn't know how to play the game either. None of my friends did. So we would just look at the art for hours. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Just appreciate it. Just how nice it was. It's War Turtle. I also had this one. I never had the Blastoise. Never. But that is going to change today. Computer search. Now, probably my biggest complaint about this is that you have all of this nice art, all of this nice, like, you know, the style of the vintage cards with the War Turtle and all the others. And then you include modern looking Pokemon cards in here. Like, I get how someone might like it, that it's like a clash of like ages, like, you know, vintage meets modern. But in my opinion, if you're gonna name it TCG Classic, I feel like it all should have been, you know, the classic frame, like vintage frame, like before we switched over to the more modern look. It's very nice. Now this switch, this is nice. Again, I would have preferred it if it was the vintage frame, but this border is absolutely beautiful. This is fantastic. I am so happy I got this. Oh yeah, Ultra Ball. Classic for today. Well, in today's decks. Yeah. And this is absolutely beautiful. I probably saw it earlier, but this foiling, once this video's over, I'm probably just gonna have them out in my desk. I'll just randomly grab them to just do this. Just to admire how beautiful the foiling is, and there he is. My first vintage reprint, Blastoise. That's nice. I have no idea how competitively viable this is, or it was back in its day. Probably wasn't that very good, but I don't care. Blastoise, even if it's not that good in the video games either, Blastoise rocks. It's the best one. Staryu, Starmie, Magikarp. Well, that's a nice Gyarados. It's very nice. Lapras. Again, I do not hate this, like, that they... Hate is a strong word. I do not dislike that they added these specific Pokemon. I just dislike the actual frame that they went with. I feel like they could have added, you know, it would have had more consistency throughout the whole product. Well, this is a goofy looking Articuno, but I love it. It looks sick. Krausi, Hypno. Now this Mr. Mime, I'm not too familiar with it. I know it was from some sort of Japanese thing that it was never released here in the US. But it's very goofy. It looks very cool. I'm glad it's here. It's a really, really nice card. Oh, Lieutenant Sergius Rotata. Now this, I'm excited for the new set coming up, Journey Together. Like I said, I'm getting back into Pokemon TCG. Always play the games. And the fact that they're gonna have someone's Pokemon in the new set, that sounds fantastic, because they haven't done that in years, probably a decade or more. Kangaskhan, another modern staple, Boss's Orders. Now this is also stunning. Wow. Fisherman, Pokemon Fan Club, Rare Candies, Super Rod, and a Versus Seeker. Oh man, that was sweet. Now let's do our boy Venusaur, which I find it strange that they chose Lugia for this deck. I mean, It's not like Entei or Raikou would have been a better choice, but, you know, just a little strange. As a kid, I always wanted to have a Lugia deck, so I guess this is the next best thing. But it does look really cool. See, these cards, of all the cards released in this product, these cards did not need to have. They're not legal in tournaments. These could have perfectly been legal, and they were released not long after this product came out in that collection. But that's okay. Oh, that looks nice. That is nice. Yeah. Yeah. I like this. And I'm gonna be playing with it. I am of the opinion that if you have your cards, you should play with them at least once. Unless they are completely illegal everywhere. At that point then, I don't know what you do. You create your own format. Cube, for those that play Magic. Another Versus Seeker, Super Rod. Now, I have always had the opinion that Pokemon should do kind of like what Magic does, that they do master sets and they reprint. Since Pokemon technically has an expanded format, it would be amazing if Pokemon did a reprint specific set and they reprinted cards from Black and White onwards. And I don't know, probably wouldn't call it Pokemon Masters or anything, but the concept of the set, I feel like they should promote expanded a little bit more, just because the sheer depth of deck building that you could do with modern cards up until, well, from Black and White up until now, this sounds really, really fun. Now this, another beautiful card. So again, I had this, not with the foiling, but this foiling just makes it look that much better. This is beautiful. I love it. Oop. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, super iconic. So glad I have these. A Computer Surge, Pokeball, multiple Professor Oaks. It's crazy how this type of effect in Pokemon is like 4 of, but for Magic, this would be like probably banned in every format that would be legal in. I just find it funny how different mechanics work in the different games. Oh, man, that's Witch. Now, a lot of these are going to be repeats, but I am not going to stop looking at the super, super beautiful ones like this. I love this. Oh, Venusaur. Wow. That's nice. See, honestly, as long as you're not comparing them with the Japanese versions, and obviously when you have them side by side, they are a bit lighter in color, a bit more desaturated. They look nice, man. They look very, very nice. Ooh, is this who I think it is? Yep, Yuka Mori. She makes some of my favorite Pokemon art. The clay models from a real life picture, I feel like they have such charm and just such uniqueness. I'm on the TCG space, like most art is not made like this. Art, when I mean art, is for the cards themselves. And this is just so cool. This style is so unique to her, and I'm so happy that they're still doing cards like this today. Yeah, Sapphire. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Sick. Pinsir. Now the classic boys. Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Those are connecting artwork. Super nice. Classic Doduan Dugtrio. Ooh. I have never actually seen this one in person. Chansey. It's so nice. So nice. Boy Snorlax. Again, Boss's Orders. Fan Club. And the Pokemon Nurse. Very, very nice. And these are going to be lived up. Probably gonna play with them later today. Because that's what I bought them for. And now this is the one that people probably bought this whole box for. Last time I checked, I think this Charizard in this box was going for like $100. which I don't get why. It's not term legal. It is a base set Charizard, but oh well. Oh, that whole looks nice. All of the energy. It's just a banger, to be honest. Ooh, lightning energy or electric energy for those that play the games. Man, they knocked that out of the park with that foiling pattern. I love it. It was a little sad when I was collecting around the Sun and Moon era and Sword and Shield that they never had this hollow pattern before. I do not know why they didn't have it, but I'm so glad that they brought it back because we get gems like this, a brand new Clefable with this pattern. Like, this is so nice looking. There's just something about vintage Pokemon cards that they have such a nice look to them. Like, in my opinion, vintage Magic cards, or for even that matter, vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they don't look that good. I don't know. I feel like they didn't knock it out of the park from the get-go. But with these, they are like almost perfect, in my opinion. Obviously, no card like layout frame is perfect. They don't have problems, but I love them. Okay, let's just get through Professor Oak. Oh, that is a nice Charmander. Very nice. And that foiling pattern is beautiful. Yes, it would have been better if the border was also foiled, but doesn't matter. They are still nice. And honestly, for $190 at Sam's Club, if it's still available and you watch this, I mean, if you like it, that's not a bad price at all. I think it's not a bad price. My ideal MSRP would have been $150 for this whole thing. $400 was honestly just way too much, but I do think it's a good product. And $190, honestly, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. That's what convinced me to buy it. Again, that's beautiful. I want to see a dark energy with this pattern, and there he is, the Charizard. Now, I've never owned a base set Charizard. Obviously, this is a reprint, and a not legal one at that, but no, this is not gonna get sent out for grading. I'm not a big fan of graded cards. I prefer to have my stuff in the binder or in decks. Who knows? It is in great condition. Yeah, very nice. Well, first time I have a base set looking Charizard. Awesome. Ponyta Rapidash, love those two. Ooh, a classic Magmar. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they had just chosen the exact same Pokemon, but with the old frame, it would have made it that much better and that much more cohesive. But it doesn't matter. And Chonkachu, probably one of my favorite Pikachu artworks. I love what they did with this card in the celebration for the 25th anniversary, that they did a full art extended of this, and it looks sick. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Raichu. Oh man, that foiling looks amazing. Wow. Yeah. Ooh, Electrode. And these cards are so nice. Zapdos. The classic Clefairy. Like I said, vintage Pokemon cards, they have a beauty to them that I do not think modern cards, at least modern normal cards, capture. Obviously, you know, you have your texture, SIRs and all this stuff. That still looks beautiful. But there's a beauty in the vintage ones that it's difficult to capture in today's cards. And yeah, that was the decks. They are going to be sleeved up and be played with, because, you know, that's what trading cards are for. Just have them all set up nicely here. Where are you? Yeah. Blastoise, the best one. I'm sure someone's gonna get mad that I said that. I don't care. Blastoise is the boy. So yeah, well, thank you for watching this video. Again, this is a little awkward for me because it's still my very first one. Now I'm gonna go to the editing room and figure that out. Hopefully the audio sounds good. But I do have my next video planned, and that is actually going to be likely going to be the Persona 3 Portable Cease Edition unboxing from Limited Run. So if you're interested in that, you know, doing the whole YouTuber spiel, and you can subscribe, you can, you know, just hit the notification bell, do whatever, but I will be opening that soon because it is on its way. Been waiting for since October of 2023, which is ridiculous, but we'll get to that when we get to that. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you around.